Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. First down, Fitzpatrick. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco.
But a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Here's a give to Etienne.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 51 yards.
And the Jaguars will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Khalif Raymond.
75 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point good by Gostkowski.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and a yard. A handoff for Etienne. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Open man right side is Shark. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and a touchdown!
DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Open man is Trey Burton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Open space inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Equanimeous St. Brown. 22 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and go. And it's now 21-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a first down. Fitzpatrick. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give running right, Lindsey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised to see him get played coach of the year. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
They're going with Lindsey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? Oh, he pulls over him. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense, their head coach, it's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback because you don't normally see that. And on one hand, it's like, all right, cool. He feels great about his team. But on the other hand, I don't think it's in his best interest to do that. How many playoff games has he won again, Brandon?
None.
So there's your answer right there. I guess what he was trying to do was fire up his team, but he has to make sure he doesn't fire up the other guys because there have been a lot of coaches who've made guarantees that are no longer coaching in this league.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Here's Fitzpatrick. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And they'll have the football to deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Keon Crosser.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Lindsey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Fitzpatrick. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Andre Sisco.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out, got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Well, he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bring it.
It out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They go play action with Lawrence. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down.
That's taken in. Trey Nixon. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
2nd and 11 now.
They'll run again with Hilliard. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Andre Cisco.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
From the 39, Lawrence. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Flush to his right.
And, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7.
Now a give, right side. It's Robinson, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
They'll run with ETN.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Fitzpatrick. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And now here's another interception. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And his guys are going to take over at their own 38-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
Check flag 33. Get in the white room.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Once more, Etienne. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Etienne. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And my goodness, another interception. Is that it? Shaquille Griffin with a pick. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to payday.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown,
touchdown Jaguars! DJ Chark saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. lead is now 24. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Pettis now on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. Lindsey, first down and more than that. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Fitzpatrick to throw it. It's caught left side by Cooks. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Lindsey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw here, Fitzpatrick. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll get nothing out of that one. And Charles, on the losing side of things, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden.